I'd seen Hunger and Shame, Steve's other two films, and I thought that I just felt he was a remarkable filmmaker, extraordinary filmmaker. And I'd spoken to him before about another project, and we were sort of trying to figure that out, and it didn't happen. But I was always so keen to work with him, and you know, and that's every day. You knew it was an adventure, you know what I mean? You know, he's a sort of director that is always looking for more, always looking to get everything out of a day, to get everything out of a moment. He works in this extraordinary way. Because he's visual, but he's also a great communicator. He's a great encourager, you know, and he works really closely with Sean Bobbitt, you know, his cinematographer, and who's a terrific cinematographer, and so the two of them are able to kind of capture moments, you know, in this, you know, I mean, he describes it as kind of catching butterflies, but it's a real process, you know. And so they're just a terrific talent. I was lucky as well that we started the process of filming with Michael Fassbender. You know, the first 3 weeks were on the Epps plantation. And that gave me an insight, a great insight into their working relationship and how, what their dynamics are. It's like learning a language. It's like, you know, being a child and learning, you know, how to speak from watching other people. And I was very keen to figure out how to communicate with Steve, you know, and as he was with me. The touchstone of the whole preparation to play Solomon Northup was always and sort of almost daily in the autobiography. You know, on his kind of his first person narrative, his first-hand kind of primary source document. You know, historical document that was so deep, so poetic, so had an extraordinary humility and really revealed the nature of this man, and sort of trying to get closer and closer to that, trying to get closer to Solomon in that context was the real journey. The wider historical aspects, obviously, some of which I had known about, some of which I read about, you know, were important, and getting down to Louisiana and sort of experiencing the heat and experiencing the kind of how alive the place is and how beautiful it is, you know, with the swamps and the woodlands and the plantations themselves are kind of amazing to look at, and then you know, starting to really deal with trying to find this character, this remarkable, you know, fascinating, resilient man.